Good morning, Brooke.
Hi everybody, how you doing today? We're at Kathy's garden, and as you know, I'm Brooke Sanders and I'm your secret garden girl. And today we are going to be talking about tomatoes. We are going to talk about what's a determinate tomato plant, what's an indeterminate tomato plant. We're going to talk about monsoon season and to prune or not to prune. And we're going to talk about our future plans. So
All
are you
right.
guys ready?
Sure.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go garden on.
Okay, so we're here in the garden.
Yep, we're
looking
here.
at these ginormous tomato plants.
Yeah. So here's the thing. In southern Arizona, we get a lot of monsoons. We have a monsoon season.
The sun is in your face.
Is
Okay.
the sun in my face? Okay.
It's good now.
We have a monsoon season, and it starts generally June 15 and lasts until about September 15. And so we're just getting ready to start. Later this week, we're going to have 4 or 5 days of cooler weather for us. Cool weather for us in the summertime means in the low 90s. We do happy cool dances.
And we're supposed to have some rain too, right?
Yes, we're going
my
to have
God,
rain,
I
a
love rain.
30% chance of downpours, which is a really good thing. Okay, so a determinate tomato plant is a tomato plant that is a bushy plant that sort of stays to the bottom, and it blooms and fruits one time a season.
And I don't have any of those, right?
No, you have all indeterminates.
Oh.
And so determinants, you don't have to prune, ever.
I see. Because they say small, right?
They stay small and it's unnecessary, not even to do the suckers. Some people like to go in there and do suckers. I know Zachary does that, but I don't bother with it. Now, I'm a gardener who usually grows indeterminates, and that's what these are. They grow tall, sometimes up to 6 or 8 feet tall, and
Yeah.
they need to be braced up. And they also bloom throughout the season, so that makes them an indeterminate.
So you
There's
get
your
more than
difference.
one tomato.
It's a
Crop.
constant cycle
Yeah.
of fruiting.
Okay.
Okay, so these you do want to start off as babies, as pinching your leaves, and basically you have your 2 main leaves, and then a sucker will grow in between. And it's that sucker that you want to get rid of. Now, if it wasn't this time of the year, I would come in and I would do a major pruning. But we don't want to put these guys into shock, and they're still doing really well. So what we're going to do instead is I'm just going to clean up all the debris around the bottom and get rid of all of the dead. And then in the next couple of months, I'll come in here and we will do more pruning.
Okay.
Slowly, so that we don't put them into shock. This is also a time of the year. Rosie, no, stay out
Rosie.
of there.
Rosie, what are you up
Come
to?
over here.
Come here,
on,
garden
you
dog,
little
Rosie.
rascal. You stay in here, you
Come on,
garden
Rosie.
dog.
Hey,
Okay.
Rosie.
Come on.
Hi, Rosie.
Okay. What else was I saying? Oh, this is also a time of the year where we don't want to do a lot of fertilizing. Unless your plants are well established, like this, all these plants in here, and if you do decide to do a little bit of feeding them, you just want to use a good compost.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, and we did that last week.
Mm-hmm.
So no more feeding the garden all the rest of this month.
Okay.
Okay. And then watering is really critical right now. Deep root watering so that they don't wilt. You're doing really great because your plants are really happy. You're producing fruit and they're ripening, which is good because the shade is really helping with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, anything else? Nope. And then when we're finished, we'll wrap up and we'll talk about future plans. So we'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Go ahead. We'll see you in a minute.
Hello. So what have you been doing?
Oh, goodness. Well, we're taking a little break, but we got all the tomato plants cleaned up. We didn't want to do too much because we talked about that earlier. This time of the year, we don't want to take off too much. We don't want to put them into shock because they're still producing. But at the same time, you want to take off all the dead foliage.
Yeah, there was a lot of dead yellow leaves at the bottom. And
Yeah.
so I know if you leave that, what can happen if you
Viruses
leave
and
all that?
bacteria form inside of the
dead
inside of
leaves and stuff.
The soil.
So you take all the dead leaves out and clean it out so the air can get to it too,
Air
right?
flows through.
So it keeps it from being...
Death is never good. You know,
Yeah.
hanging around your door.
No kidding.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then go bye-bye so that it can breathe, it keeps the soil healthy. And so
and
forth. So
you can put it in your compost pile.
and then you start your compost or add to your compost.
Right.
Yeah, so they're going to do great. I'm happy about them. So during monsoon season, people are of two different schools of thought. Get rid of everything and start over because of the cooler weather. And a lot of people are saying tomatoes are toast by now. And that's really true. My tomatoes are toast now, so they're going to go bye-bye. But yours are not toast. They're happy. And so they're doing really well. So just by cleaning them up, next month we'll put a little mulch down or a little compost down and let them go. Because you still have big, nice green tomatoes on there. And you have some that were ripening and some that were already ripe. So that's all indications that everything is good. The foliage is nice and green and it's lush, so you've got enough nitrogen. Next month we'll do a little bit of fertilizer next month with some of the banana tea, and what that will do is help with more bloomage. And more tomatoes.
And how do you make banana tea? Did we talk about this?
We did talk
before?
about that on our last video.
Oh,
You
okay.
take a glass jar. Don't use plastic. We all know plastic is bad. And you put your banana peel in, and then you put a piece of muslin or any kind of fabric on top, rubber band it, and then put it on your windowsill in your kitchen or whatever, and let it go for 48 to 72 hours.
Okay.
And then you just fertilize your roses, peppers and tomatoes, aubergines, love it. You can also take your banana peels and you can grind them down after you dry them and use them as in a powder. Excuse me.
I've seen people, and I'm doing this, keeping my eggshells, and then you put them in a blender and you get like a powder.
I used to do that as well. What it does is it keeps the slugs away and those kind of snails, because they go over it and they don't like the feel. It cuts them up. And then it also adds calcium to your soil. So you know that's multiple benefits of eggshells, and you don't always need it. Depends on really what area you're in and what your soil is like.
Yeah.
It's really important to get to know your soil in your area and in your garden, so you know what to do.
Right.
If it's lacking in potassium or calcium or nitrogen.
I
So
definitely
you know what
need
remedy to do.
a soil test. And
Soil tester is a good idea. I always find that it's a good idea, especially for beginners.
Yeah, you can. There is a company where you can send it off around here. I found, and they will totally analyze your soil.
Yeah. What's the fee for that?
I don't remember, but I'll find out and we can post it on the next one.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea for people, especially for around here.
Yeah, because my soil is not the greatest. I've added a lot of amendments to it. I do not have boxes, where you put the good soil in it. So I'm just trying to amend the sandy soil that's here.
Right. And here's the thing. When you look at what you're growing, your plants are telling you by the way they look and by the way they're producing that you've done a good job.
I did add a lot.
You did add a lot
to the soil.
Yeah, I know. So it's a really good
It's
thing.
an ongoing process.
It is it's going to take seasons to get it all fully amended. But still, you're doing great. You look at all the butternut squashes you're growing, the tomatoes, you're growing okra,
the
watermelon,
I
right?
know.
Honeydew,
Pumpkins.
back there. How exciting is that? I know, it's super exciting. So that's what we got accomplished here today. We started at 6 this morning, and it was already a balmy 82 degrees.
And humid today.
And very humid because monsoon season is upon us.
I can't wait for the rain.
Yes, we had a few sprinkles earlier.
I'm going to go out and do a happy dance.
Yeah, happy little rain dance. Woo, 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 woo. So future plans for what we're doing here, our little endeavors. We have had people reach out and ask us to visit their gardens and do little short documentaries on their gardens
Awesome.
on our YouTube channel. And so we're very excited about that. I like how it just sort of organically just manifested into its own little thing. So,
Yeah.
In an earlier video that we did called The Crazy Lady, we talked about my background and what we were going to be doing, and I didn't really know. And it seems as though their path has revealed itself too. So we're really excited. If you folks would like us to come to your garden or your farm, no matter how big or how small, and share with us your successes and your failures so that we can teach others, you get in contact with me and we'll get you on the list.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess we've taken up enough of your time today. Do you have any questions, Kathy?
No, I think I'm just, every time you come over, I just learn more and more.
That's the whole point, and that's the whole point for you guys too. We want to thank you for watching. Thanks for being here with us. Give us a thumbs up, ring that bell so you know when the next video is coming out, and please subscribe. Until then, we'll see you next time. Garden on.